this is a little PSA for parents of school-age children, specifically junior high age children. If your child buys their lunch at school most of the time, or maybe every day, have you ever looked to see what exactly they're buying? Because this is my 14th year in education, teaching this age group, and I've had lunch duty multiple years, here and there. I have it this year too. And it's always like such a surprise to see the kind of garbage that a lot of kids choose to eat. So rather than going through the lunch line and getting like the actual meal, whatever, like a burger, a cup of fruit, a drink, like either a juice or a milk, and maybe like one other side, rather than eating that, they're going through the lines and they're buying a la carte items, which sometimes is fine, right? It's not a big deal. But most of the time, the a la carte items that seem to be purchased the most are things like hot Cheetos or cookies or like fill in the blank, any other kind of junk food, really. Like I'll see kids and their actual lunch that they choose to purchase is like multiple bags of hot Cheetos. And sometimes they eat them all. Sometimes they pass them out to their friends. But the point is, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter the situation. But if a kid tells me after lunch in the afternoon that their stomach hurts or they're still hungry, like it's not unusual for several children every period of the day ask me for food. And that's like, I don't even have food in my room for me. It's not really, I'm not expected to keep a stock full of food. And plus, as a parent, I wouldn't be very happy with my child eating random food from different people, because what if there's some sort of dietary restriction, or what if there's an allergy? Like, I don't know any of that stuff for each kid, so I'm not dealing with that. But the reason why I tell them that the reason why they're hungry or their stomach hurts is because of what they ate during their time in the cafeteria. No wonder you're not full. You had chips. You need to have something with protein. You need to have the actual lunch. And so a lot of kids, are saying how their stomach hurts. And I'm like, well, yeah, my stomach would probably hurt too if I ate 4 bags of hot Cheetos in, 30 minutes or less. So that's just, I don't know, maybe parents know and they're fine with it, or I don't know, because I just think from both sides, an observation as a teacher and also as a parent, I want my kid to eat food and to be full, right? It's no fun to go throughout the day still being hungry and feeling like you're trying to always get food or search for food or whatever. And that's because of the choice that they made during lunch. So I really wish that kind of stuff wasn't sold in the cafeteria. And they tried to make it better. Like in the last few years, they tried to be like, well, now these are baked hot Cheetos versus just a regular hot Cheetos, which, whatever. I don't know the ins and outs of all that stuff, but the point is, they're not eating enough food. Therefore, they're not focusing in class. Their stomach hurts. They need to go to the nurse. They need to go to the bathroom. Bathrooms stink after lunch. So my room is right across the hallway because, we're eating gross foods. I say gross, but maybe some people like it. But the point is, it's not a meal. That's not enough to fill your stomach, especially as a growing child. So that's all I really want to say, because it's just constant. Like, even in class, they're trying to eat whatever other bag of chips or whatever junk food they either have, in their bag, or they're asking people, like, they're wasting class time trying to find other snacks because they're still hungry. So I don't know if you've ever, as a parent, looked, but I know in my district there's a way to sort of set restrictions, which I have for my kids, because I want them to eat the actual food if they go through the line. It's a constant struggle. So now, on top of, trying just to have the students focus to do whatever the assignment is in class, regardless of what it is, or to participate, or to make progress on a project we're working on. One of the other multitude of factors that teachers have to compete with is kids saying they're hungry, or them trying to eat food or sneak food. And it's unnecessary, because I feel like a lot of this probably could have been avoided if they just had the right lunch. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a solution, because they're still going to buy what they want to buy. They're going to sell things. The district's going to sell things. And obviously I can't control that. But this was just a general observation. And it seems year over year, more and more students are eating that kind of stuff during lunchtime versus eating what we would consider like a normal lunch, like a sandwich, or even like leftovers from the night before, or a slice of pizza from the cafeteria line. At least that has a bit more substance. So I might sound like a snob talking about food like this, but you can't focus and learn if you're distracted by your stomach growling. That's what it comes down to.